Imagine being forced to leave behind the people you love the most, your wife, your young son, not because you wanted to, but because a visa expired. You write letters, you beg authorities, you wait, but nobody listens. Then, one day, you make a decision so shocking that the entire world is forced to listen. This is the incredible true story of Sepala Ekanayake. Sepala Ekanayake was born in Sri Lanka and, like many young men during the 1970s, dreamed of building a better life overseas. Eventually, he found work in Europe. Life finally seemed to be going his way. While living in Italy, he fell in love with an Italian woman. The two got married. Not long after, they welcomed a baby boy. For the first time, Sepala had everything he had ever wanted: a family, a home, a future. But happiness didn't last. His residency permit expired. Italian immigration authorities refused to extend his stay. Instead, they ordered him to return to Sri Lanka and apply again from there. That meant leaving behind his wife and his son. Sepala believed he would be reunited with them quickly. Instead, weeks became months, became longer. Every application was delayed. Every appeal seemed to disappear into bureaucracy. He was thousands of miles away from his family, watching his dreams slowly disappear. Then, desperation turned into determination. On June 30th, 1982, Sepala boarded Alitalia Flight 771, a Boeing 747 flying from New Delhi to Tokyo. To everyone else on board, he was just another passenger. No one knew what was about to happen. Once the aircraft was safely in the air, Sepala handed the cabin crew a handwritten note. In it, he claimed he was carrying explosives. He ordered the pilots to divert the aircraft to Bangkok. He demanded shocked authorities. He wanted his wife, his son to be brought to Bangkok. Government immediately went into crisis mode. Thai authorities surrounded the aircraft. Italian officials joined negotiations. The world media watched every new development. Inside the aircraft, hundreds of passengers waited anxiously, unsure of what would happen next. Hours passed. Negotiators tried everything. Then his wife and young son arrived in Bangkok. After months of separation, the family embraced once again. It was an emotional reunion witnessed by officials from around the world. Eventually, the passengers were released unharmed. No explosion, no bloodshed. The hijacking ended peacefully. But Sepala's story was far from over. After returning to Sri Lanka, many people saw him as a hero. To some, he was simply a father who had done whatever it took to reunite with his family. Others saw something completely different: a criminal who had endangered hundreds of innocent lives. At first, Sri Lankan authorities struggled to prosecute him because there were legal gaps concerning aircraft hijacking. But that changed. New laws were introduced. Sepala was arrested, put on trial, and eventually sentenced to prison. His actions had changed aviation history, but they also changed his own life forever. Even today, people continue to debate what happened. Was Sepala Ekanayake a desperate father who believed he had no other choice? Or was he a man who crossed a line that should never have been crossed? No matter the reason, history remembers him as the Sri Lankan who hijacked an international airliner. But behind the headlines was a story of love, separation, desperation, and consequences. One decision changed countless lives forever. So, what do you think? Was Sepala Ekanayake a desperate father or simply a criminal? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this investigation, don't forget to like, comment, follow, and subscribe to Inkvestigation for more incredible true stories from history. Till next time, stay curious.